Hi guys and welcome back. This is Illuminated Models YouTube channel, and today we're going to be talking about this Class 66 here. And what we're aiming to do today is to use this kit here, which is the Class 66 pattern lights, and actually improve the factory lighting. Now obviously, as we know, on this Class 66-7 you only get the big white day running light and the top head code light. Obviously prototypically this isn't correct because you should have the white markers in here. So what we've done is, if I show you the other side of the loco, and what we've done is we've kept the red lights, but if we change direction you'll see that now we've got both white marker lights and also the big day running light and still the head code. So without further ado, what I'll do is I'll show you this kit as to how it's different to the Bachmann kit, and we'll talk about how to fit it. Hi guys again, all we've done is just change the angle, but what we're going to do is talk about this Bachmann lighting board and then our lighting board here. Now if I zoom in quickly at the Bachmann one, you'll be able to see that you've got the day running light and two red LEDs. So that's all that Bachmann provided for most of their locos. Now if we go and have a look at this circuit board here, you'll see that we've got the day running light, the nighttime running light, and we've also got the whites up there and there, and also got the reds as well. So this kit you can fully configure to a lighting combination that you want. You can either have markers on, daylight or night light. It's quite a nice kit to use. So this is how it differs, and on the back you'll be able to see that it's nice and easy. They all correspond to a Bachmann pin on the main decoder, or on the main circuit board, sorry, apart from F, which is the cathode or negative of the marker lights, but we'll show you how to wire that in shortly. So without further ado, what I'll do is I'll put this up somewhere and I'll show you how you can install this kit on the Bachmann Class 66. So welcome back guys. Obviously I know this is a bit of a bitty video, but as you can see, this Class 66 cab end number 2's already been done, but cab end number 1 hasn't. So what we do is we start off with that. So if I take this off the tracks, first thing you've got to do is undo the 4 screws which hold the body on. I've already taken these out just for ease. And then what you've got to do then is just pop off the body. This has been off before, but it might be easy with a bit of card or some plastic card. So we're just going to take the body off like so. This one has got a DCC socket in, but what we're going to do is we're going to lay this down and we're going to take off the body straight away from these 2 connectors, leaving us just the chassis and the circuit board. So then from that we want to take this cab off. Now the best thing to do is with a pair of pliers, or not a pair of pliers, but to even just prise it off with your hands. You'll see how it's held in place with those 2 stems. So what you're left with now is this black shield which actually holds the circuit board. So what you want to do is, with your screwdriver and a pair of superfine tweezers, which we actually sell, these are good, we use them on everything we do. What you want to do is, there's a little screw in here. What you want to do is unscrew that like so until it's out. You see it's quite a small screw. Just place that to one side and then lift out the circuit board. There we go, and you just get this plastic shield which you need to keep. Then you've got the circuit board which we're going to take off. So what I'll do is I'll pause it here for now, and then when we restart we'll unsolder all of these and wire up the new circuit board. Right, so welcome back. So Firstly, what we're going to do is get a soldering iron, quite a fine tip, and what we're going to do is on the back of the circuit board is all the solder tabs. So we're just going to take all of them off so we can take the circuit board away. So just gently heat it, the wire comes away quite easily. Just like so, you know, just warm it up and melt it. So then that's off. So we take that to one side. So they're the Bachmann ones. Then what you want to do is try and get a little clamp. These help massively. So all you then have to do is then clip this in gently, like so. You just need a dab of solder as well on each of the pads, just to make them so it's easier to solder back together. Not too much. And what you do is this comes with it, and it just helps you be able to see where each of the bits go. Now what we're going to do is configure it so the marker lights come on is the same as the day running lights. So what we do is we chase back the wires. So what you can see is on the Bachmann, these letters here in the arrow correspond with those on the back of the lighting board. So if you can see here, F is blue, so we take the blue wire, it's a bit fiddly, and we go on to F and we just solder onto F. Like so. And then what you do is you do this for all of the colours, the two positives and the different negatives, how you want to configure the white lights. Like I said, we're going for the marker lights. We're going for the two marker lights and the day running light, so we'll wire that up. What you can do is, as you're not using one of the wires, you can take this yellow wire and take that away completely and use that to solder from E to the marker lights, which is the G tab there. So you can just take those and solder them together. So what I'll do is I'll do that and then come back and explain it a bit more. So welcome back now. So what I've done is I've just soldered those wires as per the diagram. So that now there is now ready to go back in the loco. But one thing we've got to do first is on the main circuit board, we've got to change, if I get a pair of tweezers, change the resistor R3 and R6 here. This one here has been changed. Just got to change this one here just so the lights are the correct intensity. So the easiest way to do that is, if I turn it round, is to get your soldering iron with a bit of solder on the end, or just clean it up first. Just a bit of solder on the soldering iron and just warm up around the area. Try not to damage the connector for the cab or any of the cables below. So just warm it up. Might take a bit of time. And the reason, see, there we go, and when it becomes liquid, just remove the resistor and you can get rid of that. So obviously in the kit we give you 3, so obviously if you lose one you can still do the job. This is where these fine pair of tweezers come in handy, and what I'll do is I'll put a link below to them. They really are really fine, but they really are quite a good make. So what I'll do is I'll just peel this out the tray. So now you can see that's on the table. So what we're going to do is lift that onto the air pads we've just taken away the old resistor, and just gently heat it, and then just gently melt the pads, and then just lay this in place of it. Might be a bit fiddly to start with, but once you get one in, it's a lot easier because it sort of holds itself. Like I say, just be careful not to melt this connector on either side. Might be best taking the decoder out for that side. But yeah, so that's the two resistors now in place. We put those in because the intensity isn't quite right, but with that it makes it really realistic. So if I go back to this cab end here, what we do is we take the plastic which comes out the loco and we just fit the new circuit board in. It's quite a snug fit, but really does work. So that just sits in there like so, and then we just place that back in the channel like so. Just pushes down, and what we do is, yet again with these fine set of tweezers, is get the screw and just screw this back in place. Like so. So now the best thing to do now is to, if you've got a test track, put it on the track, just make sure the intensity is right and the right lights are all wired up. So I'll do that now and then show you what the outcome is. So if I can show you now, this is it now on the test track. You've obviously got the two white markers and the day running light coming on, and if we just change the direction, you've got the two reds which come on. So that looks good to me. So what we do is look at rebuilding the loco back up now. So obviously now it's all been tested, we know the lights work and everything works perfectly. What we do is put the cab seat back in. That's just careful not just to pinch any wires, but it's just got to be a bit sturdy. Then comes the body itself, and obviously that fits in like so, so we just connect that back up just by pushing them into the board like so, and then it's just a case of assembling the model back to how it was, just being careful not to cause any issues. Like so, and then what we do is we screw the 4 screws back up, make sure everything works, and that's the job done. That's the job done. So there we go, that's the Class 66 fitted with the updated headlights on both ends, and as you can see the reds. So it's a quick, I mean it can be done in around sort of 20 minutes if you really sort of just sit down and concentrate on it, but it really is a much improvement on the Bachmann Class 66. So if you'd like to buy the kits, they're only about sort of £9 online, and I'll put a link below to them as well. So hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, and any comments just either message us or drop us a message on YouTube. But anyway, thanks a lot, bye bye.